Good morning, traders. So this is a quick recap video on this morning's trades on Great British Pound US Dollar. I've put the screenshots in the Discord of my positions. I've closed 3 hours already for a total of about 60 pips across the 3 positions, I think, roughly. And I've got 1 position that I'm leaving as a runner. Right, so quickly, the reasons why I've took this trade is we've got, first of all, yesterday, on the monthly market profile chart, last month's profile, point of control there. Yesterday, you can see we auctioned on up in New York, respected it to the pip and rejected with a big excess selling tail. So that's what I saw on the monthly. So I thought this morning I'm going to be looking possibly for a reason to get shorts if I can find an entry. So let's just drag that out of the way. So coming in, I looked at this morning. Obviously, this is yesterday's profile here. We've got the excess selling tail there, which was rejected from that monthly POC, which is in that green rectangle. We've got a value area. We've got yesterday's day profile, that lower high there in New York. So there'd be some liquidity, put an L there. Liquidity above there, I figured. So first of all, I was thinking somewhere around about here, I'd be looking for an opportunity to get short. But then I needed to narrow it down even further, fine-tune things a bit more, if you want to call it that. So I looked at the morning chart and could see we've got this profile here. We've got this value area, which already is respected, been mitigated, you could say that, for this profile. So this point of control was going to be quite interesting for me, and I knew it's going to be somewhere around about this area here. I could see we opened in Frankfurt in, let's call that no man's land, in the middle of the profile. Auction on up. I thought I'd just wait and see what happens if we come into this point of control, which is around here. And that's where I'd look for my shorts. I then had also the VWAP chart. We can see we've got a flattening of the VWAP outside the deviation bands. This is the week's deviation band extremes. We rejected from there, which that was in alignment with, obviously, this point of control. And then footprint was also a reason to help me, and I had to flick through many time frames to help build a picture. I think I was on there, possibly. Yeah, I reckon it was. Yeah, so we had heavy buying coming into, this is like 7:30 time, and we got London open, which I'll show you in a minute. So we had heavy buying coming into the area of interest, into that area of interest. We've got there a little buying climax that side. With a finished auction. Next candle, got the flip, and then you can see London open. That's where everyone piled in. So I put one aggressive position in at the POC after seeing that. So it would have been, I think, somewhere on this candle pretty much. Made one position. I was then flicking through to try and get a better order flow overview, if you want to call it that. So I went on flicking through loads of time frames. I come up to the 17 minute. And that showed me an overview of what was going on, and I could understand a bit easier the order flow. So we've got a P profile as volume was pumping on up, increasing volume, increasing buy side delta. And then here we've got an indecision candle, finished auction, switch to heavy sell side volume, sell side delta and volume as we auctioned lower. And I thought we did as well. What was it? We created a stacked imbalance. Oh, we did. And yeah, and as we pulled away, we had a stacked imbalance. So I had one position aggressively entered somewhere around about here or here. I can't remember which candle it was on now. But I added one aggressive short position, and then seeing that stacked imbalance and absorption down, we then got a little bit of a pump up. I added more positions. Now I've closed out, as I say, 3 positions somewhere around about here. And I'm hoping now the other position is going to trade lower. So that's the reasons for taking the trade. And I'm not going to trade it anymore today because it's US bank holiday, isn't it? So I've made my money. I've got one running risk free. I'm going to do some other bits and pieces today and not bother looking this afternoon at any trades. All right, nice one. Cheers, guys.